Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Minecraft. Give me a moment here, and I'll hop right into the game. Uh, not. Oh, hold on. I think something's going on. Ah, seems I have left myself standing there too long. Hold on. I am taking care of something. Okay. So, welcome again to the Minecraft modded, I guess SMP is what we can call us. Um, I had streamed something last week where I had built a place for people to uh, start out. Something happened, not sure exactly what, but I had to remake the thing again. So this time it's pretty much the same thing, a little bigger. Um, Not much difference. We have a dragon altar over here for people who are just joining in. They can take their time selecting a dragon before moving on out. I have already selected one, and apparently I am brand new. I chose a sea dragon, so apparently I need to be around water quite a bit. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hi. Um, so I'm just starting out. Uh, Selected my dragon. You're awake. Well, good to hear it. Uh, Glad you decided to stop in. You know, feel free to stay a bit if you want, or um, if you have the ability to. I believe, like I mentioned, our short is everything. I was just about to get to that. So yes, I am short, and the reason being, no, hold on, is I have already chosen a dragon. I didn't want to spend too much time on that before starting. I have chosen a sea dragon. So if I go like this, you can see that I am in fact a one block high sea dragon. Um, the longer I stay as a dragon, the larger I will grow. So right now, I start off as one block tall. After a few hours, I believe, I'm not exactly certain on the time scale. Uh, I will grow larger. It might be just a standard over time thing as well. Sorry for having to keep going into the water. I just didn't realize that I could only stay out of water for only a few seconds, or maybe a minute or something like that. So, I'm having to just jump into this farming water uh, every moment. Um, so last time, yeah, water dragon, exactly. Um, there are a couple other dragons to choose from as well. You know, I can just go in here and kind of show you what's going on. So let me get back to being human. So this is me. Hi. Um, right over here in this beginning room, um, we have a dragon altar. And when you come in to the game right off the start, you are in this species selection right off the bat. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to uh, build this building so that when you hopped in and this popped up, you didn't feel like, oh no, I have to make a quick decision before it turns night and stuff like that. Remember talking about the mods for Minecraft? Yeah. We were kind of deciding what kind of mods we had on the table. Um, I forget his name off the top of my head. Um, he's the one who set all of this up to begin with. He's the one in charge for the most part. He had a list of stuff. Seemed pretty good. He asked if we wanted anything added. I only had one on the top of my head that I asked to add, and it was a decorative mod. So, um, in fact, it's what I used to make a lot of like these blocks and these blocks, and that's nighttime. Let me just sleep till day so I don't get too many monsters here. Um, oh, there's one over there. I'll wait a few seconds before stepping outside, but there are quite a few decorative blocks that can be used. So, like this one right here is a bit of stone and birch worked together. These here are birch and spruce, I believe. Um, and of course, various doors as well. And I, when it's put together, you have like a bit of shingles for the roofing, that sort of thing. There's a whole bunch of different things that uh, the one I asked to be added puts in. And of course, there are many decorative things in here already. Um, but so you get in here, you have the choice of a dragon. There are three choices. You have a sea dragon, a forest dragon, and a cave dragon. All of them start off um, basically as a newborn. The objective or the intent of this mod is to choose a dragon and stay as a dragon. The longer you stay as a dragon, the more powerful you get. You can always, of course, return to the altar and choose a different one. Um, Kind of goes against the intent of the mod, but burn things? I mean, I suppose you could. The cave dragon is all about living in caves, living in lava, that sort of thing. They're acclimated, sorry, to caves and lava, the nether, stuff like that. And so their weakness is water. So they kind of have the Enderman effect of when they get rained on or when they're in the water, they take damage. Um, but they get benefits like fire resistance. Um, their claws act as a pickaxe, so they can mine things better than others. Um, and they have the ability to swim and see in lava. So, kind of cool. You might be spending a lot of your time in the nether as a cave dragon, or, just in caves in general. Um, then you have a forest dragon, which is kind of represented by the woods and stuff like that. Um, they have a few abilities and weaknesses as well. Um, so their claws act as axes, so you can, chop wood faster, things like that. Um, they have a poison breath, which damages living creatures but makes plants grow faster. So if you're looking to have a giant farm, maybe a forest dragon is what you want to choose. Um, their weakness is they cannot be in total darkness for very long. I assume it's going to be very similar to what I was just experiencing with being out of water. Except in their case, they just get hungry. So, you can stave it off by eating a lot of food. Um, and then there's the one that I chose, Sea Dragon. Um, Kind of goes along with the shovel aspect. They're better at digging dirt and sand and things like that. They get the ability to see and breathe underwater indefinitely. So, I'm probably going to be spending a lot of my times in the nearby lakes and rivers and oceans. Um, and apparently their weakness is dry air. So if I am out of water for an extended amount of time being like, I guess, 30 seconds or so. Exactly, dry skin. Yes. Um, I will need to find water to bring with me. I believe just having like a bottle of water will drinking water out of a bottle. You can craft bottles and put water in it. Might stave off the effect as well. Um, I didn't take too close a look at the wiki about it just because I wanted to keep things a surprise for myself. Wanted to learn them. Um, and then, of course, you can always choose to be human again. Um, but as I said, it's not really intended to go back and forth. I just wanted to have a altar here that you could choose and take your time and, experiment with the three different types to see which one you like the best. I don't want you to, say, choose a sea dragon, find out that, oh, I can't be on land for more than 15, 20 seconds, and then never have the ability to see anybody when you're playing. So, you know, I feel like a lot of people are going to be choosing the cave dragon and the forest dragon over the sea dragon, which is part of the reason why I chose it. For those exactly for those that want to read all the details. Yeah. And in the I think I put it in our uh, crafters uh, chat channel. There's a link that brings you to the dragon stuff so that you can get a more in-depth read on everything. There's a lot of information there. Um, it does seem like their native language isn't necessarily English, so sometimes it seems a little bit broken, the English, but that's fine. But so when you get to this menu, you can choose one of your three types, and then you choose it, and you immediately go to a dragon editor. So um, this is why it's going to take you a few minutes to decide on things. So um, you get to basically choose what you want to look at. There are several different options. Um, if I go back and choose like this is your basic form. You have all these different options to choose from for how you want your dragon to look as a newborn, as a young dragon, and as an adult dragon. And all of these you can change. You can change different colors. You can change your emote so you can see what's going on in uh, different positions, that sort of thing. And then, it gives you this stuff all basic, but there is a full list of more things that you can choose from. So it is a pretty extensive list. Um, and I can definitely see people taking hours if they need to get things done. I know that there's a way to add in your own textures. I didn't really look that up too well um, because that that was just a bit more than I was willing to spend on it at the time. So, you know, um, personally, I chose a dragon. This is my design setup. And also, when you choose your design, it is automatically saved. So you don't need to worry about hitting a save button or anything like that. Then you can have like up to 9 different palettes for yourself if you want, um, and that sort of thing. So um, once once you have your dragon customized, you just hit save to confirm your changes, and you're suddenly a dragon. So here I am. controls are inverted when in looking like this. Um, and so I can just leave here. Other people will show up eventually. Wasn't sure what to name the place, so I just named it the spawn point inn. It looks like there is a kind of a hidden village right over here um, that we start in. Uh, Kind of nice. Have a village nearby. I'm not going to rate it for any of its supplies or anything. I'll leave that to other people that want to join in. They can decide to do so if they so choose. Um, but I do see like water and stuff in this direction. So, see what time of day is it? Where is the sun? Well, it looks like it's sunset. So, uh, before I head out, I might want to sleep again. Might be a little too early for sleeping. No, seems to be just fine. That way I have a full day ahead of me before having to worry about any of bad things. Also, try to close the door behind yourself when you leave. Um, don't want any bad things wandering in. Um, so let's see what else. I guess I'm just going to head towards the nearest water, see what's going on. Um, I am short, so it's it's going to be a little difficult for me to begin with. Uh, of course, I have all these new things that I'm not sure uh, what's going to be good, what's going to be bad, that sort of thing. Um, One of the mods we have added in is Alex's mod, Alex's mobs, something like that. Um, Adds a whole bunch of new critters and stuff to the game. So you'll be seeing things like, I guess, seals. Um, oh, there's a creeper. Um, I don't know if like all of these are part of it or if those are standard nowadays. Uh, I haven't played Minecraft in a while, so a lot of this will be a little bit new to me. Um, you can, of course, swim quickly. That does eat up stamina, so I will probably need to figure out what I want to eat. So, um, in here, since I'm not human, I can't use a lot of human equipment or artifacts or curios or things like that. Um, I have my own. Where is it? One of these buttons. There we are. So I can. I basically have a tool belt. They're my claws. You can put in a sword or all your tools, and they will give the benefit to your claws. So if you get a sword, your claws will do more damage. Pickaxe, axe, shovel, those will help um, with your normal harvesting stuff. And of course, since it's modded, there are a ton of items in the game. So, you know, use this over on the right side to uh, find what you're looking for. So, you can hop down into this tab right here if you want, like, certain kind of planks, if I can spell correctly. You have all these different kind of planks. Click on it. Um, your key bindings might be different, and then it'll tell you um, how to craft it. You know, you do have your normal uh, crafting table recipe book as well, if you're human. Um, this guy has apparently showed up for like trading stuff, so you can trade emeralds for whatever he has on him. Um, but like, uh, since I am a sea dragon, if I type in sea dragon, it'll pop up anything with those words in it. And these are apparently mostly specific sea dragon food that I can eat to restore my health, restore my satiety, things like that. I think normal food works too, just not as well. Um, but like kelp here, I need to find an ocean or, looks like just some fish, I guess. Frozen raw fish, so like I can take any fish, add like snowballs to it, and just get food out of it. So that's kind of cool. Um, then of course in the top corner, I have a mini map. Um, Everybody gets this to begin with. Um, just it's easy to get lost in Minecraft, so this will help. There's a ton of options. You'll have to take a look at it yourself. You might need to spend a few moments in the options of it, like to change your mini map presets, stuff like that. Um, and then um, I just realized I want to go back to the building here once again because something you can do with the map is you can add waypoints. So uh, if you really find that you might get lost easily, you can plop down waypoints and have a little better time um, finding your way around. And I gotta remember I have to stay in the water a little bit more. Um, so if I just come over here, I want to be near the building because why not? Open up my map. Oop, zoomed in a bit too much there. Then I can just add a waypoint. Add a new waypoint. Name it whatever you want. Change its color, that sort of thing. Save it. I don't know if the teleport function works on this. I don't usually use it, but it may work to be able to teleport between your waypoints just for a little faster travel, that sort of thing. But now that I have a waypoint set and I move a little bit away from it, it puts a great big beacon type thing there, so you will always know how to get back. So that's kind of cool, I think. Um, but yeah, I think I need to do a bit of exploring. Day may already be, well, it's not so bad. It's a little afternoon. Um, and just want to do a bit of exploring, find a place that I want to consider building a home. You know, maybe if you see something you like uh, for yourself, you can come in, maybe lay claim to a little bit of an area, build a home there. And like one of the things I would like to do is to be able to um, um, network is probably not the right word I'm looking for, but like build roads and paths to everyone's houses or land or things like that, so that we can find each other once we start playing. Some people might also want to be alone, and that's perfectly fine too. Um, I believe kelp was one of the foods I could eat. Yeah, kelp is a sea dragon food. So over here, I apparently have a ton of food. So, this is a good place for me to start off, if nothing else. Um, I have to remember my controls here. Um, I think. Oh, there's a whale above me. Interesting. Um, I do need to be careful about um, different sea creatures, just like everyone else probably needs to be careful about the land creatures. Um, so I'm not really certain which ones of these are like dangerous. I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, but I'm not certain. If something starts coming after me, and I need to get away, I will do so. You know, um, again, I'm not too familiar with what all these new creatures are going to have in store for me. But for the moment, I'm just trying to get my health back up. Um, as a newborn, you can see I have a little bit less health than your standard starting human. So, I need to be a little bit more careful. Um, that sort of thing. Um, but here, let me just harvest a bit more food for myself. Um, it's nice that I can just eat kelp. I mean, so can the normal humans. I believe you can cook it up and have like a dried seaweed. Like if I do this, you can see uh, that it's used in various crafting recipes. You can cook it on a campfire to get dried kelp. Probably a similar effect for humans. You can use it for composting, other ways of cooking it up. But like cooking it up apparently is not a sea dragon food. So I apparently just have to eat it raw, which is fine. I think the forest dragon also eats a bunch of raw foods. Um, and yeah, I think I can eat some fish, like a puffer fish for sure. I don't see like just your standard fish in here, unless I make it a frozen fish or frozen raw fish. So, I may have to spend a bit of time in this cold biome that's right up here, gather some snow, that sort of thing, to make some more food. I have a feeling I'm going to be eating a lot. Granted, I am still healing, it looks like, so that's okay. Oh, and right, it is nighttime, so I do need to worry about zombies and the like. But, for the most part, underwater, I should be okay. Again, I can breathe down here, so I have that advantage at least. And I think, like, if I go down here, yeah, I can dig a little faster than normal underwater. I'm not affected by the slowdown that you would normally get. Or maybe I'm just that much faster at digging because I am a sea dragon. I don't know. I'll find these things out as I go. For now, I guess I will just explore the ocean a little bit. It's a cold ocean. Sorry, the big whale looked in my direction. Just wanted to make sure that it wasn't gonna come after me like I was food or something. Um, I'm not sure why I'm not healing that last half of a heart, but oh well. Looks like there's something in here. Oh, it must be the glowing stuff like that. And of course, I'll find, underwater caves just like uh, others will find normal caves. Looks like I have some copper, some iron down here. I'll make use of it. Um, Something I forgot to mention, we do have, as a dragon, a larger crafting inventory. So normally you can only craft in a 2 by 2 without a crafting table. I don't know if this, just because it's a 3 by 3, if it counts as a crafting table. Um, but probably. Um, I do have abilities. I don't have any experience at the moment, so, I guess I will look at these once I have the ability to. Also, when you start off, you are given these 3 books. So you have an animal dictionary, a worn notebook, and the Chronicle of Shadows. The animal dictionary just kind of gives you an idea of all the new creatures that are added uh, by Alex's mobs. You know, have a look. I think you can just probably click on it, like the bald eagle. It'll give you a little bit of a description. Um, Apparently, some more information about it. Like, um, looks like maybe you can tame an eagle to ride on. Is that a saddle? Maybe tame it to like be an attack eagle or something like that. The Worn Notebook is for one of the mods called Ars Nouveau. I believe that's. I'm not sure how to pronounce that specifically. This is a magic mod, so you can start crafting magical spells, things like that, uh, to help you with different things. I'll probably take a look at this at some point. There's a lot to it. Like you can pretty much craft almost any spell that you can think of as long as you have the points to do so. I am in a little bit of a dark area, so let me hop out of here. Maybe get it a little bit brighter. As bright as the sea can be. Is it still night? It is still night. So I want to stay down here. And then the third book you start off with is the Chronicle of Shadows. Um, Apotheosis is another major mod that was added. There's a lot of new enchanting stuff, new monsters, new weapons, things like that added in. Um, just for a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of extra things to do, you know. Like there's new enchantments. I don't know what they'll do, but it's worth taking a look. Hopefully, you'll find it interesting and entertaining, maybe even helpful. Um, but once day arrives, I'm a little sad that I can't see if it's daytime or nighttime from underwater. But I do know that there is a clock over on uh, the mini map. I can't point to it because, well, I don't have a pointer at the moment. Um, so right at the top, I can see that it is 1826. Uh, as far as a 24-hour clock goes, I believe once it hits 0, it's morning again. So, like, if I poke my head out, oh, maybe not. That looks like it's sunrise over that way. So, maybe 19 or 20 hours is proper morning. Um, I'll probably want to hop out, see if I can get some tools made for myself. Now, I don't want to quite yet because, as you can see on the mini map, all those red dots are enemies, or guaranteed enemies. The gray dots are neutral, probably won't attack you as long as you leave them alone. Uh, but say so. I heard a zombie nearby. Yep, there he is. Let me just swim over here for a moment. Again, keep my distance from the whales. I don't need to, cause them to be enemies or anything like that. I'll just head over here where there are no current zombies and stuff spawning. Um, and just kind of get started with my crafting stuff. Or, you know, uh, building a base, getting getting started, that sort of thing. Um, all of these trees are fairly tall, and I am short at the moment. I don't know if I want spruce tree. So let's grab one of these that are, I mean, this'll do. Just a stump on the ground. Yeah, I'll grab one of these. Um, ow, right? Berry bushes hurt. I did not know that. Um, that being said, I want to see if I can make use of normal food. Okay, so what just happened there? Hunger. Okay, so seems like normal food is no good. I need to actually eat dragon food as a dragon. So I guess keep that in mind when you choose a dragon. Um, Go into the item thing as well and like type, I guess, just dragon. Some of these will, like, there's forest dragon, so I could probably type in forest. Um, so make sure you can find some mushrooms, um, glowberries. Sweet berries are apparently forest dragon food. That's what I just tried to eat. Sweet berry. Uh, Poisonous potatoes, I suppose. As a forest dragon that can breathe clouds of poisonous gas, poison might not have an effect on you. Looks like various meats can be good for you. Um, and then uh, cave dragon, I think. Okay, so yeah, cave dragon, you should be okay, because, I mean, charcoal, that's pretty interesting. Uh, just cook up some logs and you can have yourself some food. Um, Other things, it looks like crystals of some sort, charred meat, that sort of thing, charred mushrooms. Mushrooms seem to be a good food. And then, of course, for those of us that are human, can just probably just type in food. No, that's not. Um, I know if you put an at symbol or an uh, at the beginning of a word, um, you can search things by the mod package. And I know Farmer's Delight is in this mod pack. So, you can make things like pasta. You can get pumpkin slices, cook up a cheesecake, different cookies, cabbage rolls, things like that. A whole bunch of foods added. Uh, some of them, in fact, look like they have temporary buffs. So, if you use a broth, a bone broth, you get the comfort ability. I don't know what that does off the top of my head. Um, Pasta with mutton chop, you get nourishment. I guess that means you stay nourished longer, that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Like I said, you don't have to choose a dragon. Um, I'm actually going to get rid of the berry. I can't eat it. So, um, you know, you don't have to choose a dragon. You can stay human if you want. There are plenty of things for you to have access to. I'm just gonna chop down this tree since I'm here and I'm short. This one's a smaller tree, so just have to deal with it. In fact, I don't know if I'm too short to chop the entire thing down. No? Okay, good. And of course, the leaves will disappear um, as time goes. Um, you're not required to, but I highly recommend it, is make sure you chop the whole tree down. Don't leave floating uh, trunks of trees all over the world. It, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just looks weird. Um, okay, so let me just do this. Get myself some crafting stuff. First thing I want is a pick. So I can put that there. And I should now be able to mine up stone. Again, I'm short, so this looks a bit odd to me. Okay, yeah. This allows me to mine up stone just like this. If I were to move this, then you can see it does take me longer, but apparently I can still mine up stone and still get something from it. Normally, if you were to mine something up with your bare hands, um, it would break into absolutely nothing, and you'd waste the item. It would disappear. So, I'm just gonna craft myself a stone tool, and then I think, like, it wasn't here. It was over this way somewhere. You you had seen the iron and whatnot. That was down below. I guess it doesn't really matter where. Um, I think we do have access to copper tools as well. That's a bit of a mod addition. Our actual uh, copper tools that are useful. Oh, hey, Syken. Glad you could stop in. Just having a look around, just getting started, kind of talking about the basic Minecraft stuff. Getting started, that sort of thing. As you can see, I have chosen to be a sea dragon, so I will be spending a majority of my time in the water. I believe when you stopped in to check the things out, you chose a cave dragon, so you're all about fire and living in caves and mining and stuff like that. So, now you have the time to make your choice rather than choose whatever uh, uh, whatever you have to right off the bat. So, you'll be a human? Hey, by all means. That's perfectly fine. Humans are going to probably have access to more of the items in the game. So, again, there's like 37 pages of items. You'll be able to make use of a lot of these. You'll befriend all living dragons. Well, good. Uh, I'm going to try and, you know, um, keep us all connected through like roads and stuff if I'm able to stay above ground eh, for very long. We'll see how that works out. Um, Try and make roads and stuff to everybody so that, as long as you follow a road, you will find somebody. You'll be able to take a look at whatever they decide to build, that sort of thing. They bite, oh, God's war. uh, I don't know if we'll bite. We might scratch you a little bit, but, we'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah, and of course, as a dragon, I don't know what all I need to get things started. I'm just kind of fiddling around, finding out things like that. Uh, while I am swimming, it does look like I do have a little bit of a slowdown um, for mining speed. So once I have my feet on solid ground, I can dig things up a little bit faster. Um, you all will have your surface caves to explore. I'll have my watery caves to explore. So, should be plenty of items for everyone. And of course, I highly recommend not necessarily just uh, standing or staying in the beginning area. You know, Wander out and explore a bit. If I go up to the surface, you can kind of see the surface map. It is nighttime again. Um, oh, free fish. Wonder what happened to them. Um, but just be careful. Right over here, this building is where you'll start. It's right next to a village, so you should be able to get a decent start. I'm not too far away. I'm just over here in the cold ocean nearby. At least for the moment. I might find a different place. Who knows? It's probably going to be in the water somewhere. Or maybe I will make uh, a waterlogged home above the ground or something. I don't know. Uh, it depends on what I come across, what's useful and stuff like that. Okay, so I need more stone. So I guess I can just find that anywhere. There's a lot of gravel down here, though, as well. Um, I was just looking for my pickaxe, wondering where did I put it? No, I can just do this as a dragon. I think I will have to make use of some of the standard items that everyone else does. So, like, didn't intend that. Gotta keep that in mind. While I'm underwater, I can actually plant this stuff rather than just eat it. Um, but, like, I'll have to make stoves, ovens, furnaces, whatever they're called. Uh, I don't know if these will work underwater. You know? Let me just experiment here. So if I do that, I mean, it should be self-enclosed. Yeah, there we go, an underwater furnace. Wonderful. Gives me some light, cooks up some iron, things like that. And it also looks like the tools do get used when they're over here, so it's not like I have an infinite pickaxe or something like that. I do need to keep making new tools. Um, so, if I do a pick, so you have your standard wooden, stone, iron, gold, diamond, netherite, ghostly, interesting. Um, must be something that you can find, because it's not giving me a crafting recipe for it. And then down here we have some other tools. So, like I mentioned, copper, you can make something out of. Apparently, adamantite is a stone in the world. Platinum, iron, netherite, golden netherite, enderite, things like that. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, more sticks. Just gonna go ahead and make myself a better pick for when I find things that require it. I'll carry the furnace with me, just because. Um, there are some specific dragon stuff that I know I can get, and from what I read, oh, I just picked one up. Um, this, whatever it is, Elder Dragon Dust, will drop from anything that you get experience from. Make a glass home below the water so I can see. You know, I might actually be making a glass home as well, because um, that's one of the things. Like each dragon has its own um, blocks that it moves faster on. So, like, I believe the cave dragons move faster on stone, things like that. The forest dragons move faster on planks and logs and stuff. Sea dragons move faster on sand and glass and coral and things like that. So, um, you know, I might just make my house out of glass as well, just because I like the idea of a domed area or something that you can see from the surface, and then you can swim down and just have a look around. Nice, good to know. Exactly. Um, but we'll see what I have available. Like I said, there is a mod pack that I asked to add. It's Domum Ornamentum, and get an architect cutter, which allows you to make some interesting blocks, and you can combine different things, so you can like have different textures to different things. So, like, you could uh, have like a gold and stone pillar, or you know, if one of the textures of, like, if we put in stairs, um, if these textures aren't enough for you, you could find a block that you do want the texture of, combine it with um, something, and give it that texture. I don't know if stairs are a good example. I haven't played around with the mod too much, but I believe you could make um, different kinds of stairs. Um, so, as you can see, there are no glass stairs in here. So I could probably take a chunk of glass and maybe like oak stairs, uh, combine them together, and then have oak stairs that look like glass stairs. So, you know, things like that are something that you can definitely do. Um, but this dragon dust drops from um, items that give you experience when you harvest them. So things like coal, um, diamond, copper, no, copper gives you experience when you smelt it. Um, lapis lazuli, I believe you get experience when you mine it. Redstone, things like that, uh, can get this stuff from. And you use it, or dragons use it. Uh, dust. To craft different things. So, like, if I had a diamond, I can craft it with the dust and make a diamond dragon treasure. So, thing about dragons, dragons like to hoard things. What dragon have you ever seen that didn't have a hoard that they slept on? So I can go out, find diamonds, get some dragon dust, and turn it into a dragon treasure hoard that I can actually sleep on. It works as a bed, um, and it stacks up like snow does. So you can pile it up to be tall, uh, be as short as you want. Um, and then, of course, there are other things. I can make copper treasure. I can make iron treasure. I think there's gold as well. Yeah, gold, diamond. Um, what else is there? It looks like there's a couple of different things that you can make. Uh, you can combine 9 of them together to give you a dragon bone. You can then use this dragon bone, combine it with a block of some sort, and make a dragon altar. This is one of the reasons why I wasn't too concerned about people having access to an altar, because all you have to do is find 9 of these dust, and you can make an altar. So it doesn't take that much, but you know, for the effect, I I'm gonna try to say a dragon as long as I possibly can. You know, um, barring a few things like if somebody needs specific help from a human, I do, you know, um, as someone that is uh, trying to take care of the server, because you asked me to, Syken, um, I will, turn back into a human and help out if need be. That being said, of course, uh, I won't unless I have to. That sort of thing. Um, but I want to try and see everything about the dragon stuff before, doing much of anything else, because, I mean, most of the previous Minecraft gameplay I've done is, of course, as human, because, well, that's the default. Um, so I'd like to see what this mod has to offer. Guy, he'll start promoting and recruiting for Minecraft Day. Awesome, that'd be great. Um, everyone will start in the building that was mentioned. You know, I can, after the tourney. Oh, definitely. You don't want to interrupt the tourney just because of Minecraft. I mean, everyone's doing a bunch of preparation for that. So, Good on you. I guess rain works for me being out in the open. So, you know, I'll be able to hop out of the ocean whenever it's raining more often. Um, but right off in the distance here, this is the little building I built um, for people to start in. I believe you will, in fact, specifically spawn like right here somewhere. I don't know the exact point, but you should start within the room. If not, you know, walk through the door. Escape out of the dragon selection menu, walk through the door, use the altar inside, and choose your dragon form. Or not. Or choose your human form. That works too. Um, but yeah, that's what the building looks like. It's not too grandiose or anything like that. I didn't want to use anything that I couldn't, easily acquire. So basic lanterns, sconces, stone, wood. That's all it's made out of. I didn't want to make it, out of anything that people would want to quote unquote borrow. Not like anyone would, but if you make a building out of diamonds, somebody's probably going to take a diamond or two. You know, with the intent of replacing it, of course, but do forget things from time to time. So, it happens. So I just made it out of basic materials, so no one would be tempted. Um, of course, this being a multiplayer world, I fully expect, everyone has their play style. Though some people will leave traces of where they've been, like floating trees or, you know, um, creeper blasted landscapes type thing. Uh, all that sort of stuff will probably happen. Um, right over there, you can kind of see a tower. So that's another mod that we've added in, is basically um, a Breath of the Wild tower type thing. So if you go over to the tower, climb up to the top, there's a waypoint at the top that you can activate. Uh, maybe. Let me check. Waypoint. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have waypoints. Um, but you can climb up the tower, use it to kind of get uh, a view from the sky of the surrounding area. Of course, we do have maps, so you can kind of get that kind of a view anyway. I do like the towers. You can use them to find your way, just because, well, they're sticking out in the open. Um, and, just play the way you want to play. Now, I think I saw lobster tail is something that I can eat. So I can probably get lobster tails from these guys. Excellent. I'm learning about all the foods that I can make use of as I go. Obviously, kelp is plentiful, but it's not very filling. So I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm looking for my different foods. Oh, what's this? Just something out in the middle of the ocean. Oh, hello, water zombie. Okay, apparently those lava things can hurt you. Not gonna let them too close to me. But as you can see, my attacks don't do much damage because, well, I only have small claws. I haven't fashioned myself a weapon to make my claws stronger or anything like that yet. We dropped some copper. That's nice. So I think these blocks, when they're in the water, will pull you down into it. So you can kind of see the bubbles flowing down. So if I were to go like that, it would pull me down into it. And since it's lava, or, you know, a hot block underwater, it did a little bit of damage to me. So I do need to keep I need to be careful around those. But I was just wondering what this is. Like it looks like just a broken underwater structure. Maybe that's why the zombie was here? I don't know. Nope. Gotta be careful of that again. Then this is back in the shallows where it's just normal seagrass versus the seaweed that's over there. Alright, let's move this stuff up into my inventory. I know that there are backpacks that you can make that probably increase your inventory space. I don't believe as a dragon I can use them. So there's probably going to be a lot of things that I can't use. So I'll just have to find that out as I go. I may end up making uh, a bunch of stuff that I can't use, you know? And if that's the case, I'll find a human to give it to. It sounds like Syken over here is going to be human, so, you know, uh, maybe I will hand anything I'm unable to use off to him. Maybe I'll put it in like a grab bag type thing back at the spawn point, so, you know, you have a reason to come back to the spawn, check to see if there's anything that uh, someone else has left for you to use, that sort of thing. But yeah, you know, if I end up with something I don't use, I will probably hand it off to somebody else. I know that there are artifacts, I know there are curios, so like artifacts. Um, I guess they have specific names. Uh, so there are things like everlasting beef. You know, apparently it's a forest dragon food. Um, it doesn't get consumed when eaten, so it's basically infinite food for a forest dragon. Might be an awesome. Uh, Hello, Mr. Zombie. I will be moving away from you. Sorry, I heard him off in the distance while I was looking at this stuff. Um, Again, I don't know if the whales are friendly or not, so I will be leaving them alone. Oh, here's some iron. Um, there are other weird things like a plastic drinking hat, you know? Put your drinks in your hat, drink it up fast. Um, Snorkel allows you to breathe underwater. Uh, you know, visit your sea dragon friend a little bit longer, that sort of thing. And there's a few other miscellaneous things like bunny slippers makes you jump faster or jump higher, that sort of thing. So, you know, those are things that can be found around the world. I don't think I can use them because um, there is like an object tab that is normally like I think right here. Oh, you can't see my my mouse pointer. So in the top corner of the black box that my dragon is looking at, there's usually another box that allows you to wear curios like rings, necklaces, belts, stuff like that. That'll give you bonuses. Um, as a dragon, I won't be able to make use of those. So, a lot of those I might pass on unless they're really, really good and I decide to swap back to being human at some point. Um, but we'll see. Um, oh, I was right next to iron, wasn't I? Let me find that again. I need more of it. Another thing I'm noticing that I don't know if it was always a thing is like everything floats to the surface of the water now. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. Leave me alone, I just want to gather my food. I'll be on my way. Sorry for disturbing you. Um, so I know that there's a lot of things that I won't be able to use, like a lot of the tools, or not tools. What's this? Oh, here we have an underwater chasm. That's kind of nice. I feel like I'm playing Subnautica again. I'm playing through that game, you know, exploring the ocean depths. Now here I am as a sea dragon, uh, once again exploring the depths. Are you following me? You are. Alright, fine. Just put you in a corner and scratch you up. There we go. This looks like it might be some lapis lazuli. So it is. Excellent. Just gonna dig up some of this because it gives me experience and therefore could also give me some dragon dust that I can make use of. Also, lapis is used for magic nowadays. So any enchanting you want to do, you're going to need some lapis in order to attach enchantments to equipment. And I believe I can make use of enchanting equipment. Like if I take the pickaxe from my claw menu and enchant it, I can then basically have enchanted claws. What is this? This looks a bit different. I can mine it. What is this? Platinum. Okay, so that's what platinum looks like. Seems like it was probably another tier of equipment. So, maybe I'll make a platinum pickaxe or something. See how well that does compared to a iron one. But I don't know. I kind of like the fact that I am underwater. Um, Bit odd to see iron floating, but whatever. I suppose for uh, item game balance, that's why this was done. Everything can float in water, so if you if you happen to perish in the ocean, everything will float to the surface, and you don't have to worry about swimming down to. Sounds like it's a storm above ground, lightning striking. You don't have to swim down to like Y position 20 in order to recover your equipment. was I going with that? I don't know. I was just talking. Um, just while I am gathering some beginning resources. I suppose I can just plop this down anywhere. Once again, I have a bit of platinum. Can I smelt it like this? I can. Excellent. What can I make with it? So, alright, that's platinum ingot. So I can make a hammer, I can make tools, I can make a block. Okay, so it seems like platinum, while a bit of a unique resource, doesn't really have that many uses. You can make tools out of it, you can make weapons, or a sword, I should say. You can make a hammer. Don't know what a hammer is used for. Maybe it's just a different type of weapon. Thin platinum? Oh, you can make katanas and broadswords. Interesting. I wonder, I suppose they're right there. Didn't really see them. I need to pay closer attention to the items that appear. Um, but yeah, it seems like uh, platinum sword, 6.5 attack damage. How does that compare to an iron sword? 6 attack damage. Okay, so platinum is slightly better than iron, it seems. Might even last a little longer as a tool. I don't know. Um, so let me just open up this. What do I want? I have a stone pickaxe. I don't really want to upgrade that at the moment, but I will make a platinum sword to use to increase my attack power. Um, I guess I just need more stone. Just gonna make a couple of basic stone tools to use. I probably should have done this a while ago. Don't know why I haven't yet. So we're just gonna make ourselves axe and a shovel. Might just help with my crafting stuff. Pick that up. Alright, that noise was a little bit different. That wasn't just lightning striking. Um, so Apotheosis is I want to say mid to late game mod that was added. Um, at night, every once in a while, you'll hear lightning strike with a bit of additional noise, like you just heard there. Um, and that is um, a boss monster of some sort. They have a random name, stuff like that. Uh, I would say probably a good comparison would be to like Diablo. You know, you're wandering around the world. Every once in a while, you come across a named creature that has special abilities. I think this is similar to that. Um, so you know, they have special abilities. They drop uh, better equipment, that sort of thing. So it's worthwhile to fight them. Of course, you get experience for them, that sort of thing. Um, so you will have to be careful because I believe they can pretty much spawn anywhere on the surface. So, you know, sometimes at night you may just be resting at home and then, you know, just outside one of these guys, a lightning strike happens, one of these guys are spawned, and then you have to wait for day to appear before they go away. Because they are powerful, uh, you might not be able to defeat them, um, that sort of thing. I don't know how powerful. I choose not to engage as, you know, the level 1 me that's learning how to be a dragon. You know, that sort of thing. Also, I'm definitely going to be lost in these caves at some point. There is a green something over here, which usually means that it's friendly. So, you know, it's not down here. It's probably up on the surface. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, no. It is down. Because when I went up there, it disappeared. So there's probably like a little bit of a cave somewhere over here. Am I sitting on top of it again? Hold on. Yeah. So there might be a cave down here. With like a merchant or something in it. Kind of want to dig down and find out. Now, being underwater, I still have to be careful. Because just like anything else, digging down is dangerous. So, you know. Oop. Need 2 blocks in order to fill it in with water. I'm a little curious as to what this might be. I can... Oh, that's just background music. Sorry. Oh, what's this? Cobbled deep slate. Okay, so I know that in some of the what is it? The caves and cliffs um, update. They added a bunch of new stuff to Minecraft. So it used to be that once you reach Y level 0, you couldn't dig down any further. Nowadays, I know that you can go into the negatives. I don't know how far into the negatives you can go. That is still fairly new to me. Um, but I'll be interested to find out. Okay, that is still there. Can I see it a little better on this map? Where am I at? I'm up here. Okay, it is right over there. I don't... Oh, it's moving away. I don't know what it is. I still want to find out. Seems like it might be underground here. I want to find out. I'm worried that I'm going to dig myself into a cavern. Like it's just going to open up underneath me. The water's going to suck me down and into the cave. Oh, now there's a bunch of enemies around. maybe I missed it. Maybe it's not this far down. Yeah. See? Now it's up here. Somewhere. So it's not on the surface. Because if I go up here, it's not there. It's not way down under. It's kind of in the middle. That's going to take a bit to find, though. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and get back to exploring and... Whoa. Why did I move really quick like that? I don't think I was sprinting. But let me get back to gathering some of these resources to get myself going here. And, you know, getting myself completely lost. I mean, I do have a waypoint right there, so I can always get back to the spawn point. So it's just a matter of probably having to dig through everything to get there. But, you know, I do also want to find a good place to maybe build a home, you know. Like, oh, that was my pick breaking. Okay. Don't want to use normal one yet. Stone is still pretty good for a while still. Like, I could use an iron pickaxe, but I believe its durability is only double what a stone pickaxe is, or something like that. So, am I building my dragon nest underwater? Probably. Like, I figure I'm a sea dragon, you know. I need to stay in the water. I might build, you know, something above ground, like maybe a... Oh, found a cave. This might be the cave that I was just trying to find. I might make something above ground, but like as I quickly found out, I need to stay in water, or I need to have water nearby. So, you know, it might be better for me to just make my home in the ocean. You know, if we look at the map, I'm not really too far away from the spawn point as it is. You know, just off the shore at the moment. You know, so wouldn't be that difficult to find me. I'm not sure where I'm going to build yet. I want it to be visible from the surface. So, kind of like what Syken was saying, is maybe like a bubble of glass that's just sitting in the water. Something that you can swim down to, go inside, visit. I might make a like a staircase up to the surface or something from it, just so it's easier to get to. But it seems like I'll at least have to have water in it. If I do build something on the surface, I may do something like, rather than putting a full block down, I might put a cobblestone slab down and then fill it with water so that it's basically a waterlogged floor type of thing, so that you'd be kind of shin deep in water at all times. That being said, of course, depending on what dragon you choose, you might not be able to enter it. So I'd have to maybe modify the way it is for everyone. So make sure that it's not completely dark. Make sure that there are ways for you to walk inside that aren't water so that, if you're a cave dragon, uh, you don't take damage. If you're a forest dragon, you're not left in the dark, that sort of thing. Oh, hey, gold. I think I need to swap to a iron pick for this. Yeah. I think I only get, what, one? One per? Seems like. With gold, I can, well, I could have started with copper. Um, but with gold, I can start my, dragon horde. Place to sleep. I have a, let me just try that out real quick here. So, there we go with that. Put in one thing of coal, smelt the gold. And it seemed like I just take one of these and some gold. All valuables, exactly. And, I know gold is probably needed for other craftables, but no, is that not how it works? Hold on. Gold dragon treasure. Oh, you only need nuggets. Okay, that's kind of nice. I suppose the rare crafting material for this is the dragon dust. So, you know, just wanting to test this out. So, if I were to place that there, just have a little bit of a pile of gold, kind of like snow. And then sleeping. Interesting. Sleeping through the night. I'm the only one here. Okay, cool. And then I can just pick it up. That's nice. It doesn't get broken or anything like that. Um, I do also know that there is, what is it? If I look this up, uh, gold. Um, it's like this. There is a salvaging table. So this is kind of neat. You can, uh, some craftable items you can disassemble back into their main components. So if you find like horse armor um, in a dungeon, like iron horse armor, gold horse armor, that sort of thing, you can deconstruct it back into leather and gold in this case, or leather and iron. It seems like there are a few things that you can use in a salvaging table. Not as much as I thought there'd be, but it looks like there are some things uh, that you can deconstruct. And it looks like it's an apotheosis thing, so maybe it's more tied to apotheosis than anything else. Um, and there's still something nearby. I thought I heard it kind of tromping around, but I can't really find it anywhere. There's probably a cave just right over there somewhere, but I don't know. I'll keep exploring. Right now, I am starting to get into the negative numbers and seeing different kinds of blocks that I'm not familiar with. So this looks like it's deep slate. So I guess this is standard stone at this depth. There's whatever this is. It's tough. Okay. So just a different type of rock down here. What is tough used for? I really like that I can just look up stuff. So, you don't need to just have something wonder, well, what am I going to do with this? You just have it at hand. Okay, so tough maybe is just like a standard stone type thing. You can use it to make different kinds of blocks through Ars Nouveau. Um, and then you can use the architect's cutter. So this is what I was talking about earlier, is you can um, just put in different materials. So like tough and tough, you can make a framed tough. So just a framed block that is made out of tough, or a trap door with this texture on it. It's kind of nice. Uh, Helps with making your decorations match each other when you're building a house. So, I definitely recommend it when you do, excuse me, hiccups. When you do decide to start building a home, take a look at it, see what new and different things you can make with it. There's a lot of copper here. And just with that background noise, I know that's a cave noise, so I do know there's a cave nearby somewhere. Uh, Maybe just past this redstone. Also, I'm a little worried I'm gonna be, mining all this out in a one by one block, and then I'm just gonna have, a dragon growth moment, and suddenly be 2 blocks high and stuck in the rock. Oop, need to do that. Right, so since I'm underwater, I can't actually eat this because it's trying to place it on a block. I have to make sure I'm not actually pointed at a block in order to eat. That might be a bit difficult. Um, but I think I kind of want to go back up to the surface a little bit. If I can find my way back up to the surface. Might be a little trapped down here. Maybe over here? This is probably where I dug something out. This looks like it goes back to the surface. There we are. It's kind of back out here. Oh, there's a whale. Stay away from that. Don't want them to be angry with me for any reason. And it does look like they have a big jaw and teeth. So, maybe they're not a whale. Maybe there's something dangerous. So, I'm probably going to be making use of a lot of this sand up here. You know, it looks like we have quite the big sandy areas nearby. So, might be making use of some of it to build my glass house. Yeah, a whale, exactly. Um, Alex's mobs adds a whole bunch of new creatures. So, um, which one is it? Animal Dictionary. So, we have a whole bunch of new creatures in here. Actually, let me see if I can find the whale in here. Is this it? The cachalot whale. Alright, so it's a massive neutral mammal found in lukewarm, cold, and deep oceans, where it can be seen hunting its favorite prey, squid. Um, they're capable of breaking ice when they move, but if charging, they can break boats and other kinds of wood. So I guess be careful around them if you're sailing. Uh, Rarely all white whales can be found, which are much stronger than other whales. So, you know, the rare elusive white whale. Um, Seems like a giant, but it's still threatened by a few forces of nature. Orca whales love to eat young ones. Mothers will try to fiercely defend them from harm. So, I guess be careful. Don't attack the young ones while their mothers are nearby. Uh, they may spawn washed up on beaches. Uh, if pushed back into the water without being hurt, they may decide to reward their saviors. Apparently, yeah, seems like there are orcas as well. Um, Again, I have to get all the pictures. Nope, that's a skunk. Crows, alligators, frilled shark. Okay, I have to be careful of sharks down here. Maybe it's too cold for them. Someone in here is an orca. An orca. So, you can just use the book to find out a whole bunch of different creatures that are just uh oops, didn't mean to close it. Uh just living in different biomes. So I've run into lobsters. Apparently there's a hammerhead shark, Komodo dragons. I guess a lot of these are biome dependent. So you might come across them in the desert or like in this case in the ocean. Um, Other things like that. Now, I have a golden dragon treasure. I can probably sleep here. Sleeping through this night. Excellent. Now, I believe this is one thing that we may have to worry about when there's multiple people on. Is I believe in order to sleep through the night, everyone has to sleep in normal Minecraft. There may be something added, I don't know, so that if only a few people go to bed, that it will sleep through the night. But, it may have to be something that we just um, talk with each other about, that sort of thing. Make sure that everyone wants it to be night from daytime. Um, and that reminds me, one of the mods we have added is the comfort mod. So this adds sleeping bags. So you can craft a sleeping bag, you can take it with you, and you can use it to go to sleep anywhere. Um, so you don't have to worry about being back home. I definitely recommend crafting one of these early on, it's just 3 white wool, nothing too difficult. Of course, different colors are just of the same colored wool. And then there are also hammocks that you can make, which unfortunately are not portable. So you'd have to build one or take the items necessary to build one. So you need a hammock cloth of whatever color you choose and a couple ropes and nails. So with 4 string and an iron ingot, you can make 2 rope nails. Then what you do is you. This is a bad spot. You move over here. To a place with trees. I guess up here would work. So, as with any hammock, you have to find a couple of trees that are, I believe, 4 or 5 blocks apart from each other. So, basically, you'd have to line up a tree here, or just build a log pillar, and you'd hang a hammock between the 2 trees. So what that does is it allows you to then go to sleep in the hammock and turn it from day to night. So you're not just stuck in the daytime, or you're not just stuck in the nighttime. So it's kind of cool. I like it. I don't normally need it to be nighttime all that often, but you know, if you want to head out and you don't have a cave nearby or something, you want to head out and start hunting zombies and skeletons and stuff for, their bones, for like feeding to a wolf to make it a pet dog, that sort of thing. Um, you can just do that without having to wait for night to fall normally, because you know nothing makes the day pass slower than when you want it to be a different time of day. So you can just do some of that. Now, since I am here with a bunch of sand, I do want to try something. So I'm just going to dig up. We'll only use 6 things of sand. I know I'll be wasting a little bit of coal for this. Each block of coal can, or each nugget of coal can smelt up to 8 items. So, I'll be losing a little bit on that. Not too worried. Coal and charcoal are easy to come by. Um, but in order to keep me hydrated, I want to see if just a bottle of water will work. So, grab the 3 glass like that. I believe bottles are crafted like this. Then you just fill them up with water. If I'm over here, you can see the drops are slowly ticking down. If I just drink some water, it fills me back up. That is awesome. So now if I go traveling over land, I just need to have some bottles of water with me. And then, of course, probably a bucket would work too. You know, just take some of this iron. Wonder if there's enough to smelt one more. Nope. Now, I do know that I'm just using a furnace to do this because I don't want, I haven't made a home yet. Uh, I know that there is, oh, let me just sit in the water while I look the stuff up. um, don't know what it's called, but I know it requires iron to craft. So if I just take one of these, um, there is something that you can use. Is it just a smelter, maybe? No. Um, but they've added new things into Minecraft. So like a smoker will allow you to cook food at twice the rate. Nope, that's something different. Uh, there is an equivalent for uh, smelting metals. I just don't know what it's called off the top of my head because to me it's like a newer item, I guess. It's not new, but it's unfamiliar to me. So, um, I'll be stumbling across or stumbling with remembering a lot of these things. I'm hearing noises. Should just keep an eye out every once in a while to make sure that I'm not going to be upsetting anything nearby. Um, but I know that there is something that requires iron to be made. Um, if I was a human, I'd just click on the recipe book and find out. But I'm not. I am a dragon. So I have to deal with normal stuff. So let me take a look from this direction, maybe. A lot of these are repeating things because they just require different materials. Here we are, a blast furnace. So a blast furnace, if you take a furnace, take some iron ingots and some smooth stone, you can make a blast furnace which will smelt um, copper and iron and stuff at a faster rate. So once you do have um, a home base, build yourself a smoker, build yourself a blast furnace, make use of the the reduced time that it takes to craft things up, you know, because again, there's nothing worse than having a stack of 64 things and just needing to wait until it's all been smelted up. Um, so I kind of want to have a look around, see if there's a good place for me to build something. Like, I think it'd be really neat to build in a lake, but I think this is a bit small of a lake to build in. Um, my other options nearby are just, um, I think this is a river. Yeah, this is a river running through here. That might not be a bad thing. Um, and then of course the ocean. We are apparently near the ocean, so that's great for anyone that wants to be a sea dragon. My inventory is also filling up. Yet another reason why I should probably find a place to settle in, build a home. Um, but I want it to be a place that you can kind of see from the shore. Uh, just by, you know, you're over here near the northern shore, I guess. You're wandering around the beach, and just come over to the edge here. You look down, and right now is not a really good time to have the example because it's turning night and you can't see anything. So let me sleep through this night. So here you are. You're on the beach. You're looking out, and just down the ocean somewhere, you see this uh, bubble of glass, perhaps, or maybe if I'm able to find a warm ocean biome, maybe find some coral to build my house out of. I assume I can't just make coral. So, like brain coral, yeah, nothing's coming up when I click on them. But I can use them to craft good food for myself. Interesting. Uh, Pufferfish gold and fire coral. Okay, interesting. You can't make any of these either. You just have to find them in the world and pick them up. I know that there's a trick to it. I think if you try to pick up coral, normally it either just breaks and disappears, or if you take it out of water, it will dry up and you'll be left with a dead coral. So, you know, have to be a little careful with it. But I want something so that like maybe right down there. This might still be too shallow of an area though, where you'd see it from the surface, say, hey, what's that? That looks kind of cool. You swim over to it, you swim down into it, and you find it's a house or something. Now this is a little deeper, but it's more of a crevice than anything. Not sure if I really want to build there. Over this way. Oh, look, there's a sunken ship. You can find treasure maps and stuff inside those kinds of things. So, like, that I heard is water zombie. So, like, right over here is a treasure chest. I'll leave that for somebody to discover. You know, oh, hello. That looks like a dangerous sea creature of some sort. Undead swordfish, maybe? So, you know, you can find sunken ships. There's treasure maps. Leads you to an X marks the spot type deal. You can find some good treasure. I do want to eventually look for some because there are some good defensive things that you can do with some of those treasures. You can find a heart of the sea. You can make a structure with it that will damage any aggressive enemies within a certain area. That sort of thing. So I wouldn't mind finding something like that. Um, Depending on how far out you can see. Um, Let me go to over here. I'm not sure if it's clearer just because I'm in the water or not. No, that looks about the same. So, you know, I want to find a place that looks interesting. And, you know, I might not be able to find one close by, but, you know, I've barely gone anywhere, you know, as far as exploration goes. Like, I'm just a good, what, 160 blocks or so away from the spawn point. That, that's a short hike, you know. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. I think I need an empty hand to make use of my claws, which should... Those 3 hearts? Yeah. I do a bunch more damage. There we go. Because I have a platinum sword equipped. Even though it doesn't look like it. But, you know, like, seeing something down there would be interesting, but you'd only really be able to see it if you're in the water. And I know at the moment, like, I have underwater vision, so I'm probably seeing things a lot clearer than what any other humans or other kinds of dragons would be able to see. So, you know, being in the ice might not be a bad decision either. Um, since I'm over here, I want to see if... Oh, there's some orca. They're probably... I mean, they look neutral. I just don't want to upset them or anything like that. So, um, so it looks like being on ice is just as good as being in water for a sea dragon. So, you know, might not be a bad idea if you choose to make a sea dragon to make your home in the frozen area. You know, maybe I can go over to the snow. You know, let me just swim over this way. I don't know if I have a faster swim speed than others would. It kind of seems that way, but I don't have anyone else to compare it to. Um, Now I'm going for snow area. Where am I? I am very far away from it. So let me just head this way. I want to see if snow works just as well as ice. I would assume so. You know, it is more of a halfway in between point than ice would be. So, of course, I can hop out. It's too bad the beaches don't really work. That'd kind of be another interesting place, is just to have like a beach house or something. And I still could. Once again, as long as I have water nearby, I should be okay. And there's another whale eating some squid, it seems. It's just a little fox. Just swimming around, it seems. And then somewhere over here, to kind of hop around a bit, is snow. And it looks like snow. Oh, hello, what's this? Found an igloo. Snow seems to work for preventing dehydration as well. Or maybe it's... No, I was going to say maybe it's the snow biome, but no, I'm standing on carpet. Now I need water again. So, carpet won't work. But this is just a little igloo. I wonder if this is just a random Minecraft structure, or if somebody has actually hopped in and built themselves an igloo to start off with. Huh. I don't want to mess around with it because it could be somebody's home, you know. But I'm just looking around. I don't really see like a storage container or anything like that. So maybe it's just a default Minecraft thing. Who knows? But it definitely looks like I can walk around in the snow. I can walk around on the ice. That sort of thing. That's pretty good. Now, what if it is... Okay, so it is, in fact, snow. If I step off the snow, then I need to start staying hydrated again. Just double checking in multiple spots. Because, well, it is a matter of life or death for a sea dragon, it seems. You need to be careful. Oh, snow fox right over there. Nice. Again, I don't know if it's an Alex mod or mob, or if it's standard Minecraft. I know Minecraft added a bunch of new animals for me not too long ago. For everyone else, probably years ago. But I'm just having a look around. I suppose, like, building... If I found a spot that was ice covered, might be another interesting thing to build underneath. Like, if I could find another spot where I could light up a dome underground or something, and just have it covered with ice, that might be something neat to build. It is nighttime again. I curl up to sleep. That's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The little zombies are the worst. But I guess that's what I get for just sleeping out here in the open. Anything can just come along and try to attack me. Zombies, in fact, have a lot longer sight range than many of the other creatures in the world, I think. Like, I have seen, like, that Enderman right over there has no idea that I'm right here. But if that were a zombie, it could probably turn toward me and start walking toward me immediately. This looks like it might be something as well. Hi. Enderman stopping in and saying hello. Now, of course, a drawback I'm noticing with an ice area is there's no kelp for me to eat. So I'd have to probably make my own garden of kelp or something like that. Oh, found another little underwater structure that's... Oh, look at that. There's a treasure. This one I am gonna go for, because I have to fight off a zombie over here. No other reason than that. And I think I have to open up the top in order to open up the chest. Looks like a bunch of wheat, some coal. I guess that's not too bad. And an unbreaking fishing rod. So a magic fishing pole. That's kind of cool. This area looks like it goes down pretty deep, though. We've got some squid over there, just swimming around. Where am I compared to everything else? Okay, this is more to the east now, in the frozen area. There's a little bit of green right over here as well. Not sure what's going on here. Just one little green patch of land right in the middle of all of this ice. But I think I want to move back toward the warmer climate. It's not that much warmer. It is, in fact, a cold ocean biome. So, you know, with where we're starting, we may not have access to a good. It actually looks kind of cool too. Just, I think the caves and cliffs added a whole bunch of neat stuff. Um, but like, I do know that Minecraft worlds kind of have a temperature thing going on. So since we are located near an ice biome, nearby biomes like this will be a cold ocean. Um, Beaches, of course, aren't really affected by temperature, so a beach is a beach, that sort of thing. But like because we are in a cold area, we may have to travel a little bit to find, say, a desert or something. So, that's just something we may have to deal with if any of you decide, I would rather live in a desert, or I want to find some desert villagers, that sort of thing. Or I need cactus for a recipe of some sort. I know it's not needed for much, but like if I were to have a cactus, you can make cactus uh, extra bricks in Domum Ornamentum. Um, they're used to make green dye, and I guess that's about it. They're used for decoration. You can uh, make a little plant pot, I guess, and just have a little decorative cactus, that sort of thing. I do have some things I can still. Let's clean up my inventory a little bit as I go. Also, in this beach biome, or maybe the cold ocean, it does look like there are lobsters. So, more food for me, I guess. Just so I'm not stuck eating kelp all the time. There we are. Okay, I'm back to this place again. Keep hitting the wrong button to open up my map. So this mod is called a journey map. So M is usually a default button for map, but since this is journey map, J is the default button. And in your options, you can go to your controls and keybinds and set all these up however you want. Um, I will change them as I need them. Otherwise, they're just going to be left at default. That sort of thing. We do have an in-game uh, proximity chat, so I think I have it set to like this button. So when I press this, you see the little microphone in the bottom left corner. Anyone nearby will be able to hear me talking while I have the button pressed, that sort of thing. It's kind of cool, just so you don't have to worry about uh, having a Discord chat or anything like that in order to communicate with other people. You can just walk right up, hold down the button, say hi, and they'll be able to hear you. Um, where do I want to make my home, though? I've gone this whole episode without actually thinking about it. Okay, so something I'm noticing right here. Here is a mob that actually has a name. Uh, Honeyed Archer, I guess. It's just right up on the mini map right over there. That's one of those creatures that have spawned for uh, what is it? Apotheosis? Yeah, apotheosis. So that guy's probably a little dangerous. Looks like he has a B for a amount. So he looks like he's an armored skeleton with a bow, and he's flying around on a bee. So it's probably dangerous. I certainly don't want to fight him because, well, oh, hello, buddy. I see they are upset with me. They're starting to arm themselves to come after me. Oh, and he dropped his sword. Wonderful. I'll take that. Apothic of Fixes. What did I just get? Oh, I found a magic sword. It's a lacerating iron sword of the sun. What does this do? It has a socket. It has a 2 attack speed, so it's faster than a normal sword. 3 entity reach, which is standard. 6 attack, so it isn't just basic iron sword. Oh wait, 3 entity reach, 2.5 attack range. What's the difference? I don't know what those mean. But apparently this has a 14% chance to crit, and also does 2.75 fire damage. Nice. I didn't know that was a thing. So apparently, with Apotheosis, you can find magic items. So this, of course, won't do any good underwater because starting someone on fire is immediately put out when they're underwater. Go figure. Let's see. Again, I'd like to build somewhere nearby, but I don't want to be too far away from the spawn point. But, you know, I might have to go over to this ocean to find something I really like. And, you know, it might take me a little bit to find what I want. But, again, I would like to find something before too long. Otherwise, you know, my inventory is going to get filled up. I mean, it already is filled up. Maybe, like, this might not be so bad. Like, build on the precipice of a chasm type thing. Maybe have my base as part of next to the chasm wall, or maybe something that goes down into the chasm. I don't know. Just kind of looking around at the moment. Oh, this could also be an interesting thing. Just come over here to this iceberg and chisel my way into it and build a house out of the iceberg. That probably wouldn't be so bad. Just turning a natural block of ice into my home. Because, as I've discovered, I can stand on it without worrying about things. Down here, I do have kelp that I can feed off of, and the beach is just to the south there. I could go for like lobster tails and stuff like that if I want a little bit of variety. Hmm. I mean, I could also do both. There's nothing stopping me from making a dome underwater and turning a iceberg into a home. Hello. What is this? Put my sword away. It looks like a couple of wolves over here. There is somebody over here. It's just a building. Again, I don't know if this is somebody's house or not, but it looks like. Ow. Okay. Seems that there is somebody in there that's not happy with me. Just poke my head in there, they shoot me in the face. Come on. Oh, it's difficult to eat this stuff sometimes. I did see a couple of interesting items in that one little quick look, though. Um, I did see a a potion crafting thing right there. So if I were to be able to find some, um, forget what it's called, blaze powder, I could start making potions with the different items and objects and stuff. Um, but this looks like uh, uh, a bad place. Seems over there is an undead knight. Probably don't want to mess with him. There is a green something or other over here, though. I think it's that guy. Or maybe it's the little things next to him. I don't know. Let me sleep for the night. It's, nighttime. Keep forgetting I can't stand outside of water for too long. So, sleeping through this night. Again, it looks like I curl up to sleep. Maybe I need a bigger bed. Nope. That's a close up of my face. Now this is daytime. Let me just go over here and see what this friendly guy is. Hopefully he's friendly. Like, I know that if you anger um, villagers, like a knight or something can spawn to protect them and attack you. Um, can I talk to you? He's a prince, and he trades stuff. Interesting. I don't know why you'd want to trade a netherite sword for scrap. Or any of these. Like, maybe a... Ow. Right. That's me, standing out of the water for too long again. I don't know why you'd want to do any of those trades. You're back? Sorry I had to hobble to the restroom. No worries. You know, welcome back. Glad you're still here. Um, I found a prince, apparently, that has stuff for trade. So if I just talk to him like this, it looks like you can trade in some weapons for some basic items that you would use to craft the weapons. Again, not sure why you'd want to, but it does look like he has an experience bar, so probably want to trade in like a stone sword. You know what? Let me just do that, in fact. So I've got some stone, I've got some wood. I could make a stone sword. Find out wherever he wandered off to. Looks like this direction. He's on a horse, so he's going to be wandering around a lot. Not sure where he's at. There we are. I heard a creeper right there. Okay. Well, there's a creeper explosion area. Let me talk to this guy. Do this, that. Like, it's not great. He gets some experience. Maybe he'll have better deals once once that's all filled up. I don't know where I left my furnace. I think it was over here somewhere. And if not, well, if you find a furnace out in the wild, know that I was probably the one that set it there. I didn't really put anything in it, so, you know, I didn't lose anything. I just wanted to set it down so I had a little bit of an open inventory. But I think for the moment, since I do need a place to kind of to leave things behind, you know, set up a bit of a storage area, I might do just what I was thinking. Turn this into at least a temporary home, if nothing else. You know, maybe just carve myself a door right here. Does look like I don't actually keep the ice, so even though I can dig into the ice without too much trouble, I would lose it by breaking. So I would need like a silk touch or something. I can do something like this. And just, I don't know, make a a storage chest. Put some of my things in it. Just something like that. Maybe a little bit larger. I take those, make a bigger chest. Place it side by side. Have room for everything. I want to keep food on me. I can leave the magic sword behind. Take a pick. Anything else I want? Probably a couple bottles of water. My sleeping spot, I guess. Actually, I want to see if I can make how much this works, you know? So I can do something like this. I can place this down. It says it stacks up like snow, so you know, I can put an entire pile like that. I can break it apart, that sort of thing. Should probably make this a height of 2, just so that when I do get larger, I don't get stuck. So I'll put a bed right here that I can sleep in. And while I'm at it, let's go over here and make a waypoint. Can do one. Just call this home for now. Save it. And there we are. Now, of course, I don't have any protection of any sort, so, you know, if somebody comes by and decides that they want my stuff, there's not really anything I can do to stop them. I'd be upset with them, but, you know, not much I can do. And yeah, while that's there, I'll just explore around a little bit more, see if I can find a place that really jumps out to me, that I'd like to build a place. Again, I do kind of have the idea of a dome underwater, but, you know, maybe I'll like the ice better. I don't know. Right now, I can go either way. In just a moment, I need to hydrate myself this time rather than just the sea dragon. Okay. So again, a river probably wouldn't be a bad thing to live in either. But then I don't have... There's a turtle? Yeah, turtle just swimming around there. Does rain count as being in water? Yes. It seems like rain does count. But I have to be in the rain and not under a tree. So it has to be direct contact. So it seems like rain, snow on the ground, ice on the ground will work. Of course, the bottles of water. Not sure what else I was thinking. Probably all kinds of ice. I know there are several different types of ice on the water, or in the world. So, hello. Here's another structure of some sort. Not sure what this is supposed to be. Um, but it does seem like there are a lot of options because, well, having to always be submerged can be difficult, I think. At least it seems like it can be. What is this? Oh. Um, this looks like it was something that has spawned next to a pool of lava. So I am going to rescue this treasure before it burns away. Look at all the emeralds. I'm going to hope, like, just with the way things are being stored in here, this doesn't seem like it's somebody's building that they made. I highly doubt that they would build next to lava. So I'm going to consider this treasure mine. If it does happen to be somebody's, let me know. Um, I'm not taking it out of out of spite or anything like that. This looks like it is just a building that I've come across that's probably been spawned next to a lava pool, and that's why this tree is also on fire. Luckily, it's raining though, so the fire isn't spreading all that much. Now this, I don't know what this is. It's making noise though. Ash. Interesting. Is this because something burned nearby? Maybe. Oh, that's quartz, isn't it? Yeah, that's quartz. I'm gonna take this. I think normally quartz can only be found in the nether. So this is a bit of a find for me. Or to me. I don't I'm sure it's probably gonna be easy for somebody to get to the nether. But, I take my time with games, as you can probably tell. I don't know where that creeper was, but I guess he was over here. Glad I moved. This looks like it's more ash. So that was probably just because everything burned away. Let me get up top here. That's not going to work. Hold on. Nope. Still not going to work. There. That's the button I was looking for. Alright. Let's grab some more of this. Looks like it's all slabs though, so I'm not sure how useful this quartz is going to be except for decoration. So like it's just a quartz slab. Looks like I can pile them together to make chiseled quartz. And then from there, I kind of make other things. But I can't make it back into, like, useful quartz, just decorative. So, I guess that's okay. Oop, fell down there. That's okay. And it seems like it doesn't matter what I have in my hands. It will kind of act as a weapon or pick or shovel as needed. Ow. And it's dangerous outside at night. Going back underwater, it's safer. Back down here, have a look at things that I've collected. A barrel seems like it's a storage. Crafting table, of course, is a crafting table. Let's see what ash is used for, if anything. Supplementaries. So ash and water and a raw pork chop make soap. Okay. If I smelt it, I can turn it into an ash brick, which then can be used to make ash bricks. Okay. So, new decorations. I'm guessing ash is just obtained by burning wood out in the open world, seemingly. If that wooden structure is anything to go by. Um, I am interested in why there were so many emeralds in that, though. Like, that seems like a lot to me. It's it's great for if I want to trade with some of the villagers back at the spawn point. So, maybe I'll have a look at what I can purchase from these villagers over here. That looks like it's probably a dangerous monster, since it's glowing and has a name. This looks like an entrance of some sort. Hold on. Interesting. Oh. Zombies in there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. Oh, I can kind of see it on the map. Create a waypoint right here. I'll just mark that as dungeon question mark. We'll have a look at that some other time. Or maybe, if someone else hops in before I have the chance to, they can have a look at it. It's kind of what I'm doing, is I'm not wanting to explore everything nearby the starting point. I do want to leave the majority of this stuff for anyone new coming in, that sort of thing. Did I not leave myself a bed to take with me? I mean, I guess it's daytime now, so it should be fine. It is raining, so not worried about that either. What's this? Just a little something or other creature just lying on the sand. So, one thing to keep in mind, this is a normal Minecraft world. Creepers will cause craters and stuff like that. try to be safe about it. You know, don't let any constructed buildings be destroyed if possible. If they do get broken, you know, let somebody know. Um, if it's one that I've made, like this main building, I can hop in and get it fixed up because I want there to be a safe place. Um, that sort of thing. But I want to head down here somewhere. I think it looks like these guys are kind of just in a cave or something for some reason. I'm not sure that there's a way down without just dropping in. Maybe there's somebody up top here. This looks like a farm. I don't know. This looks like a possible odd spawn point. Because this looks like it's a windmill that is in the ground. Um, so maybe I can't actually get down there without digging my way up here first. And I don't want to do that because I don't want these guys to possibly escape or whatever. And it looks like they have some treasures. I'll leave those for them. But I thought maybe I'd look to see if they have anything for sale. But they're all the way down there, and I'm all the way up here. So I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. Somewhere in here is a pool of water. There we are. I'll fill up my bottles while I'm soaking right here. Maybe what I should do with these quartz slabs. Let me see what I can do. Hold on just a moment. So again, I can make them into the blocks, and then with 6 of the blocks, I can make it into stairs. You know what I'm going to do? Something that I did with my previous build, and I forgot to do it here. Right in here, I think I'm going to just dig up the floor a little bit here. And don't really need a crafting table, but you know what? There's a crafting table in my inventory. I'm just going to go ahead and leave a crafting table here for whoever may need it. I have to step out to soak in the water again. But I think I'm going to build a little wading pool. Because I had built one in the previous one, and I had forgotten to make one here. So I'm gonna just take I guess I need 2 more of these. Just do this. Get myself 4 stairs. It's not much. Just do something like this. I need to step outside again. It's not going to be centered, but I ran out of quartz, so you know, I'd make more if I had more. Granted, I did make this building in creative, but I wanted it to be to make sure that I had this place ready for anyone that decided to stop by. And I'm gonna just go ahead and get a bucket. And I can't really just grab that one water block, so I'll have to go over here to the little lake. And, take a little jump in while I'm here. Get the wildlife that is also in the area. And we're just going to make a little bit of a wading pool inside the building, just so any sea dragons that decide to use this place for safety, and a little bit of a spot right here. Seems to work. I'll have to fill it up more, of course. I only have the one bucket, so forgive me for taking a bit of extra time back and forth to get water. I suppose that was the seal again. I think if I place it here, yeah, just fills up. So here we are at the little wading pool, just to make sure you have water nearby, so you don't have to leave or anything like that. You don't need to worry about it until you actually choose to be a sea dragon. So while you're at the altar, I guess you don't need to worry too much. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really do too much this session. Just kind of explored a little bit, gathered some resources, um, kind of looked for a place to live, to build a house, that sort of thing. There are plenty of beds here, so, you know, up to 8 people can sleep in here at one time. I highly doubt that I'm going to get, or that I'm going to see that many people online at one time at the beginning, at least not until the tourney's over, you know. But, yeah, I think I have accomplished what I could for this session. There's plenty of stuff to do. I will love to see when other people start showing up. You know, find out where they decide to build their homes. Um, kind of possibly make a connection between it all. And yeah, um, that's about all I'm going to have for tonight, though. So I've been going for about 3 hours now. My voice is getting a little rough. You might be able to hear it. So I think I'm going to call it here. Just, waiting in the pool. Um, so yeah. Uh, hope y'all enjoyed it. I'd love to see you here. If and when you do decide to hop in. Um, of course, those of you that know me, feel free to chat me up in Discord or whatnot. If you need help with getting the server started, or not getting the server started, getting into the server or anything like that, I'll see what I can do to help. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.